now let us try to post one invoice in RN05 and then we will try to make payment to that vendor from RN01. So basically that means what? So we are not going to post any intercompany transaction. Okay, it's normal transaction vendor invoice we are going to post in RN05. But when we are doing the payment, automatic payment program, we are not paying it from RN05. We are going to pay from RN01. So scenario is like this.
Just now we did one vendor invoice, right?
Hmm.
That
That
vendor
is
is
for
company code RN01
hmm.
and the expense booked in RN05.
2, not 5. 5 we have not yet posted.
RN02.
Hmm. So that anyway, if you make the payment, you have to make the payment because you created liability in your own company RN01. So there is no big deal, right? Because it's your vendor, you have to pay. Correct?
Yes, huh.
Because the expenses is booked in RN04. So for that you created the intercompany line item. But the vendor liability is in RN01 only. So if you make the payment for that vendor, it's not an intercompany payment. Correct?
Yeah, huh.
It is intercompany payment when you are paying for the vendor who's posted in company code RN02 and you are making payment for that vendor. Okay?
Okay. And if
So,
suppose in the
hmm,
same case, like the vendor of the RN01 and the expense is booked in RN02, and if suppose company code RN02 is paying, then at that time it is intercompany, right?
that's
Because
right. Yeah, then it is intercompany. Correct.
uh, uh,
So we will do this scenario for a new company code RN05 so that
okay.
we will learn from configuration point of view also in APP. Okay,
Okay.
what configuration we need to make. Okay, so scenario is the post vendor invoice FB60. Okay, so let me find if there is any vendor LFB1. Yeah, vendor is there. And okay, so let us post the invoice LFB60. Alright, so this invoice is posted. Or vendor number this VL1N. Okay, so this is the payment we want to make. So this is due and we can make the payment for this. So let us go to F110. Okay, so RN05. So now see here what we are going to do is that company code should be RN05 only. Okay, what is the payment method for this vendor or here? In this invoice at least let us give the payment method. First of all, let us check the payment method. Okay, so FBZP payment method you have Or let us check what is there in your company code. RN01. So you have bank transfer this. Okay.
There is for RN05 too.
I want to use this one. Or doesn't make any difference. So let us check payment method in company code. Equals to, okay, so I will say payment method equals to. Okay, now we will run this. Okay, I have given company code RN05 here. I'm expecting this to make this payment from RN01. How will this happen? Let us see. Display proposal. First thing is it is not working. What is the problem in this? Invalid payment method found. So there can be some problem with the payment method. We have to check. Okay, what it says, vendor this, no valid payment method, no valid payment procedure. Okay, so let us go here. 5 has everything. So let us start from the beginning. RN01. Check for RN05. It's okay, no issues in this. Then paying company code RN05. Yes, RN05 is there. See, okay, this is fine. Minimum amount we have given, that's fine. Alright, then what? Payment method in country is equals to currency allowed should be there. It is there. Then what is the problem? Payment method in company code. Now check in RN05. Okay, here also minimum maximum amount is given. Okay, then what? Go to bank determination. Okay, now go to paying company code RN05. Okay, ranking order. So there is something missing. We will not spend much time on this because this is not the subject. This we can figure it out anyway. So in the past also we have faced this kind of error. So we have to analyze this. We can do this, but here what I want to show you. Let me delete this. Delete. Up to here it is fine parameter because this vendor belongs to company code RN05, so that's fine. There's nothing wrong here. Only thing we need to change the configuration here. So go to all company codes RN05. Okay. In RN05, you have to make paying company code RN01. If you want to keep the sending company as RN05, you can keep it, or if you want, you can remove also. This doesn't make any difference. But the paying company code has to be RN01. Okay. This is the first change. So I would say this is what all company code. First step, all company code. Definitely paying company code we are not going to have other than this company code.
Yeah.
Right? We don't need other company codes. So delete company code 5. Okay, so see, this won't allow you. So number 2, delete RN05. Before that, what it says, company code is still used, available amounts. So before we delete this, from here we need to delete the available amount. So go to bank determination. Delete the RN05 amount. Okay, before we get any other error, or let us try and we will see. We will again come here. See now what it says, payment method. So everything we need to delete before you remove it from here. So now let us do in the one go, not here. This one takes time. Bank determination tab, I don't know why. But let us go back. Payment method in company code. Delete all payment method for RN05. So these are the payment methods. Okay. So what it says, payment method is still in use in company code RN05. So it is all problem is payment method, bank determination only. So from the bank determination, everything we have to delete, because payment method you have to keep right in the company code. Otherwise, how you will select the payment method, right, to make the payment?
Yes.
So you can't delete that. So we need to delete this all the settings from bank determination. Ranking order, let us see. All these we need to delete. Payment method, no change. Then bank accounts, have you done? We deleted? No. Here I think you don't have, or you given here also. Available amount we have done. Okay, so bank determination done, payment in the company code should be fine. Country also should be fine. Now let us start from the beginning, delete even parameters, and with the new identification key. This is the company code. This is okay. Something. See what is happening. Paying company code is RN01. Okay, payment with currency INR. Payment method this. No valid payment method procedure. Now we have to find it out. What is the problem? Now we can't skip this.
RN01.
So payment company RN01 it is taking already, but problem it is saying with the payment method. So what can be the problem in payment method? Bank transfer, outgoing. Okay, your vendor, this one, right? This vendor FK02. Let me check the payment trans. So this is the problem. This is the problem. Without account number, how you can make a bank transfer, right?
Yes.
Now see, it says account number is required. Now do you see something on this screen? What it is?
ZV, clearing document type.
Did you see somewhere this thing?
Yeah.
Is alright?
Yes.
This is ZP, not ZV basically. This is ZP. This is the normal payment, I think. No, it's not normal payment. Okay, wait. ZV is used for what? Clearing document type for intercompany payments. Specify the document type. Payment for uses suppose the clearing document, which is created with the cross company code payments. Okay, clearing document contains the clearing entries. So we will see normal payment means it will use the ZP. In case of intercompany, it should use the ZV. We will see this how this works. So I think currency allowed is already there INR. Now this should work. Let us go back and we will try once again. Let it be the parameter, so we are going to run proposal. Okay, still problem is there. Run payment, this identification, this company ID. See this thing. Did you see this thing earlier, or we ignored this thing?
No, that was not earlier.
Okay. So now you understood the reason for this error?
Company ID means for RN05. The company should be RN05. This separate company.
So let us check. Something is wrong there only. So that error which we were getting, that was because of the vendor master data, right? And
Yeah.
the error was saying the invalid payment method. There was nothing wrong with the payment method. It was wrong with the master data. Now SPRO, go to something is missing. Either company code is same or company code is not assigned. to the company. So let us go to assignment R05. See, it is
Yeah.
blank. It is not assigned. So we can't take any company code assigned. We have to create the new one. Define company one. So this time I'm going to keep it similar, right? As we discussed, similar name RN05 company. Save it, go back and assign. Alright, let's go back, delete this proposal, try once again. Should be working this time. Not possible. What is not? Why not possible? Does not exist in this company code. What is this? This GL account? This is the
The
intercompany.
company payable.
Yeah, right. FS00. Go to RM01. GL account. This one is a payable. Copy. Company code RM05. And I don't want to keep it as open item. Okay, it's fine. It's without open item only. Okay, done. Now what do you think? What is missing now? Nothing, right? It should work now.
Receivable GL, it won't give error, huh? For receivable.
Should not give, because the receivable should be in other company code. There it is, there already. It should be working fine now, I think. Let us see the proposal. Correct, it is working fine. Now there's no error. Okay, now run the payment. Okay, payment is cancelled. Why? Number ends 21 is missing. Now 21 is for what? Yes, 21 is for what?
For that ZP payment or ZV.
ZV. For ZV, right? ZV.
Uh,
Slash and F. So what is that code? Maintain number range.
KBN
FPN1.
one.
You can't miss these transaction codes. RN01.
5 or 1.
Will copy to RN05.
Okay.
Already exists, so you can't do. Some of we have done already in RN05, so we have to create manually only. So it was 21, right? So 21, 2023, 21. Okay, go back and delete payment output. proposal is fine. Payment. Okay, payment is done. Now let us see the log for the payment. Now you see it has two documents. This is in RN01, this is in RN05. This is the document number, this is the document number, this is the vendor number. Okay, here it won't show you the intercompany document number, so you have to go to any of this document number and then you have to check the intercompany document number. So select this for RN01. Okay, so you can see, right, RN01 is paying on behalf of RN05, so it is receivable. Now if you go to original document, right, so here you can see RN05 ZV, right, document clearing. Here it is ZV, and if you see the accompanying document 5, and this is ZV. Here it should be payable, and the vendor invoice, if you see vendor line item, it should get cleared. So let's go back, select all items. Right, this is cleared in RN05. Okay, this is in RN05. Now what I'm looking is, I want to see the document type for RN01. Here you see document type, it is ZB, right? ZB because we made the payment through RN01, but ZV because that is intercompany transaction clearing for the RN05. So now we understood, right, the use of these two document types, ZP and ZV. Okay, so good. So we have done vendor invoice, we have done intercompany payment posting through automatic payment program. This is how this works. So any question if you have, let me know, or you got this process clearly.
Yeah, I got. Only just I want to clarify if doesn't matter expense were booked in which company code. Only matters that if the vendor is, if one company code is making payment to the vendor, but that vendor is from another company code, at that time only intercompany transaction happens.
That is if you are making the payment, that time it is intercompany. But if you are posting the expenses, that time also it is intercompany, like in which company code you are posting expenses. Vendor, yeah, they're also vendor. And if it is JV only, general voucher posting, that time one GL has to be in another company code. Okay, for example, that example of payment of the rent in the video, right? So it doesn't mean whether it is a vendor line item, expenses line item, or payment line item. If it involves two company codes in the same transaction, then there has to be a intercompany posting.
But just before some time, like you said, no, if vendor of here in this case the vendor is of the company code RN01, and if the expenses are booked in RN05, and if the company code RN01 is making payment, then this is not the case of intercompany transaction, right? because RN01 is like,
Payment is not intercompany transactions, but the expenses booking was intercompany transaction.
okay, okay,
Right, because that invoice itself booked, okay, vendor liability itself created in RN01, and RN01 is the only which makes the payment,
hmm,
right?
yes,
So it's not an intercompany. Intercompany we already booked the transactions when we booking the expenses. That time we created the intercompany line item, right?
huh,
So now you can't again make the intercompany line item. Intercompany line item you will make when you receive the payment from other company on for this vendor something. Like if you receive the payment, say like payment received, can be against anything because that is accounts receivable, right, for RN01, that
yes,
transaction.
huh,
So RN02 has to make payment
hmm,
to RN01.
hmm.
Okay, that time how it would be? It would be like say cash account debit.
RN02, the cash will be credit, na? It
What would be the GL account?
cash GL or bank GL for
Okay,
RN02.
say this is RN01. We receive cash. So
Hmm. Cash debit.
cash in hand debit.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
what should we credit?
The RN02 is also making payment now, so cash GL or bank GL would be credit.
That's correct, right? So cash in hand. It's a good example. Let us do this. First of all, let us check if this GL account is there or not. It's there, right? It is there. Okay, so go to GL account /n FB50. Okay, so we are receiving an RN01, right?
Yes.
RN01. So first I have to give GL account for RN01, which is debit.
Hmm.
Debit. Say like 9,000 I received, and same GL account will be credit RN02, right?
Yes.
Good. Oh, I did parking by mistake. Document. This one. Okay. FBV0. And this document number. It is parking only. So this is the document number 114. Okay. 114. No problem. This is posted now. Okay. Locked. So I'll come out from here. Okay. Now save park document. Post. See, now I'm getting the option for the posting.
Post.
So I will post. So it has posted now. Now display /NFB03. Okay, so yeah, correct. So in RN01 accounts payable is credit, and in RN05 and RN02 if you see, oh, it won't come like this. Accompanying documents RN02 accounts receivable debit, correct. This is done. Is it done right, or any question you have?